and welcome back. This is the 350Z, my dream build, episode 5. And now I'm standing over the car and you're probably wondering why the engine bay is looking a little bit different from how it was last time. As you can see, we've got the stock inlet manifold back on and we've got the stock air cleaner as well. And I'm about to explain to you what's about to happen. Before that, I wanted to come on over and take a look at what we've done here. So we've got the stock intake manifold, we've got the bigger 75mm throttle body, and we've also got this plenum spacer fitted with the stock intake manifold. So basically that's a common upgrade when you fit the stock intake manifold to give it a little bit more air. So why did we fit the stock intake manifold back when we had a CNC machined one before? Well, let me explain to you. Alright, as you can see, building a car is all about trial and error. So we tried and maybe there were some errors, and we're about to explain to you why these parts were fitted on the car and were removed. Let's start off at this corner. This we can definitely say was a failure. Unfortunately, the Mishimoto radiator shroud with the fans was running the car hotter than the stock radiator fans. We could feel the temperatures were much hotter than the stock fans, and unfortunately, even though this kit looks so good, the fan speed is definitely not enough, and the 350Z's OEM fans are a much better fit. So even though it looked nice, didn't serve the purpose, out it went. The next part that we've removed, and I must say it was with great sadness that we removed this off the car, was the CNC intake manifold. Yes, it looked really beautiful, but when we test drove the car for the first time, there was absolutely no bottom end power, and we knew this was kind of happen because as you can see, it goes straight into the engine. There are no runners. So basically on an engine, when you have runners on the intake manifold, it builds torque. So this car had zero torque till about, when I say zero torque, there was some torque, but it was so much less compared to the stock manifold till about 5,000, 6,000 RPM, and then all the power comes on at one time. So I'm not saying that we're going to completely discard this unit. It may come in handy, probably if you go down a forced induction or a supercharged route, or maybe if you have higher compression, bigger cams, perhaps. But for the moment, what we're going to do is we're going to fit the stock intake manifold, take the car to the dyno, see what kind of power we're going to get back, and then once we do a baseline run and tune the car to the maximum output on the OEM manifold, we're going to fit this probably later and see how far we can go. Right, the shifter. Now I know Ramesh went to a great deal of effort making those plates to fit this shifter, and after all that, removing it, it could be a crime. But I wasn't happy with the driving feel, and in the end, it is all about what I want in my car and how it feels to me. When I sat in the 350Z and drove it with the shifter, it worked perfectly, but it felt too much like a race car. The gears, the steering wheel was here and the shifter was somewhere here. It was like, so straight, so precise. And yeah, that's great if you're driving down a drag strip or a racetrack, but this car is for the road, so I wanted an OEM plus feel. So we fitted the stock shifter back, and it's just like butter, and it's really nice, really smooth. So for the time being, the stock shifter is going to stay in the car. The ECU, we flashed it, we managed to get it to work perfectly, but we removed it because now we've got a link plug-in ECU, and we're going to see how much power this link plug-in ECU with the supporting mods, with the intake manifold, the spacer, the throttle body, the cams, the exhaust manifold, and the fuel pump and the upgraded fuel system, how much of power we can tune from the link ECU, how much of stock horsepower it makes, and how much we can end up with. The air intake system, we felt that the stock one for the moment is producing good power, and the ventilation system, the cooling is also better. So we've removed that for the time being. So that's it. Those are the parts that are off the car. We know the parts that are on the car, and we're going to go to the dyno and let's see how much power we can make from my 350Z. Alright guys, we're here at the University of Sri Wataru, the Faculty of Engineering, and their beautiful hub dyno. As you can see, we've got the rear wheels getting hooked up to the hub dyno, and let's just talk about our program for the day. So first and foremost, what is our target for today? Well, our target for today is to kind of tune the car for the upgrades that we've made. Now we spoke about in the garage that some of the things that we did, we've removed and gone back to some of the stock parts with some enhancements as well. So what are we going to measure today? Well, basically the hub dyno will measure the horsepower at the wheels. Now, just to give you an explanation, the horsepower at the wheels is different to the rated engine horsepower given by the manufacturer. So let's just say the stock VQ35DE that came in the Nissan 350Z produced 270 horsepower as Nissan say in 2003. In hub dyno terms, it will relate to about 205 to 210 at maximum wheel horsepower. So let's assume that a 20-year-old engine is a little bit tired. We'd be lucky to get maybe 195 or even 200 wheel horsepower. Now, the difference is we've done some upgrades to the car. We've got the inlet manifold with a spacer, we've got the bigger throttle body, we've got cams, we've got an exhaust manifold, and of course, we've got a fully customized Link ECU, which we are here to tune, and Ramesh is going to handle the tuning. He's going to do the magic, the black magic of working on the air-fuel ratios and the ignition timing, and we're going to see how much of power that we can get. Now, if I was to make a guess, I would say that if we can get 270 wheel horsepower, I would be more than thrilled. That's an increase of about 70 wheel horsepower or over 100 horsepower, 110 horsepower from what came out from the Nissan factory as standard. And that would be kind of the benchmark that I would see for these upgrades in the world. Anything above that would be a bonus. Anything below that would mean that probably engine is a little tired, and that's why we couldn't get 270 wheel horsepower. So that's a prediction that I'm making for now, and let's put the car on the dyno and give Ramesh the chance to tune, and let's see how much wheel horsepower we're about to extract from my Nissan 350Z. හරි ඉතින් දැන් අපි මේ අපේ ටියුනින් සෙෂන් එක පටන් ගන්න යන්න තියෙන්නේ. රමේෂ් පොඩ්ඩක් කියන්න අපි දැන් මේ ලින්ක් ECU එක ඒක අපි ගත්තේ කෙලින්ම ඔරිජිනල් harness එකට plug in වෙන්න එකක් නේ. දැන් ඒකට plug in වෙනකොට ඊට අමතරව මොන හරි sensor වගේක් අපි හයි කරුවානේ.
plug in කරද්දි වෙනම අර external මේ wire harness එකක් තියෙන AB ඒක ගාලා එතන CAN port එකක් තියෙනවා. ඒක දාලා එතකොට අපි CAN lambda එක දුවනවා.
CAN lambda එකේ මොනවද කරන්නේ?
CAN lambda එකේ අපි දැන් මේකේ CAN lambda නැහැනේ. air fuel ratio එක හරියට බලා ගන්නවා. ඒතර close loop දුවන්න පුළුවන්.
හරි.
close loop දුවන්න පුළුවන්. අර
close loop දුවන්නා කියන්නේ අර මේ කම්පියුටර් එක සෙන්ස් කරලා ඊට පස්සේ යාම ඇඩ්ජස්ට් කරනවා
ඇඩ්ජස්ට් කරගන්නවා ක්ලෝස් ලූප් දුවනවා
හරි
එතකොට 2-in-1 sensors දාලා තිනවා අද 2-in-1 sensors දුවද්දී oil pressure එකෙන් බයිදී අපේ engine protection වලට වටිනවා මේ sensors ටික
හරි ඉතින් අපිට engine oil pressure
එකයි temp එකයි
oil temperature එකයි
temperature එක බලනවා ඊට පස්සේ fuel එකෙත් fuel එකයි temp එකයි pressure එකයි temp එකයි බලනවා
fuel ඉතින් අපි දැන් oil උයි fuel දෙකමට sensor දාලා තියෙන්නේ නේ
හරි 2-in-1 sensor දාලා තියෙනවා
හරි okay
ඊට පස්සේ අපි අර උපරින් බලන්නේ දැන් ගන්න power එක air fuel ratio එක හරියට බලාගෙන
හරි එතකොට අර NOx sensor එකකුත් අපිට
NOx sensor එකක් තියෙනවා මේකේ දැන් අපි දාලා තියෙන Bosch එක මේකේ එන්නේ normal Nissan sensor එක
හරි
එතකොට අපිට පුළුවන් අර cylinder individually retard කරන්න පුළුවන් මොනවා knock එකක් ආවම
හරි
අර retard කරන්න පුළුවන්
ඒ කියන්නේ අර engine safe එකේ දුවන්න
safe එකේ දුවන්න අපිට එතකොට ගොඩක් ඒවා මේ monitor කරන්න පුළුවන් sensors දැම්මම
හරි ඉතින් දැන් ඔයා දැන් ටියුන් කරන්න යනවනේ දැන් ටියුනින් කියන්නේ දැන් ඇත්තටම මොනවද දැන් ටියුන් කරන්නේ දැන් අපි හරියට බලනකොට දැන් අපි කියමු කාර් එක දැන් අපි කිව්වා 205 තමයි wheel horsepower සාමාන්‍යයෙන් ස්ටෑන්ඩඩ් එකේ නේ අපි 270 වගේ තමයි ටාගට් කරන් ඉන්නේනේ දැන් මේ horsepower එකට එන්න ඔයා දැන් මොනවද ටියුන් කරන්නේ
දැන් අර අපි දාලා තියෙන cams දාලා තියෙනවා මේකට cams ගොඩක් upgraded parts දාලා තියෙනවා එතකොට අපිට මේකට ඕන විදිහට ඒතකොට fuel අනම්මන ඒ ටික හදන්න ඕනේ
හරි ඒ කියන්නේ අර fuel දැන් cam එක ලොකු හින්දා fuel එක වැඩි වෙන්න ඕනේ ඒක තමයි ඒ පැත්ත ඊට පස්සේ අර මේ ignition කොහමද
ඒක බලලා තමයි අපි ඒ ටික
බලලා තමයි කරන්න ඕනේ හරි ඉතින් අපි මේ දැන් හබ් ඩයිනෝ එකට ඇවිල්ලා තියෙනවා. අපි දැන් කාර් එක ටියුන් කරන්න යන්නේ. ඉතින් රමේෂ්ට දෙමු මැජිෂියන් රමේෂ්ට මේ ටියුනින් වැඩ ටික පටන්ගෙන අපි බලමු කොහොමද අන්තිමට අපේ කොච්චරක් පවර් එක මේ 350 එකෙන් ගන්න පුළුවන්ද කියලා. Alright guys, that's it from this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe to my channel. And if you want to feature your build on this video series, then drop a like, drop a comment. You can find me on Instagram as Ishrak555 and also this YouTube and Facebook channel. So look forward to bringing you more great builds and great videos. Cheers.